Hi, I am Veronica Dileni, author and painter of the book It Comes from the Heart. Today I will be reading through pages 17 and 21. One night after God said my name, I had this other dream where I was maybe in Egypt. I don't know. All I know is that I was wearing a black and shiny, beautiful long dress and Egyptian eyeliner makeup. I think I look okay. My hair was pretty as well. I came to this priest who seemed familiar to me. I couldn't see his face, only the back of him. I extended my arms to him. It looked like he was blessing them. Then I walked, and when I looked down, I found out that I was standing on the top of a pyramid. And down at the base were these beautiful young girls who were also dressed up in a shiny, nice looking black clothes. They seemed so happy, and in their hands were big baskets full of roses as gifts. I wonder who the roses were for. I looked back and I saw myself waiting for the ladies at the top of the pyramid. I wanted to understand what was going on, so I asked for this dream image to be repeated again and again. I saw the priest and I noticed he was wearing long white clothes and he kept blessing my hands and so on. Perhaps he was Jesus. I woke up. You would think that by asking to see it many times that I will understand the dream. But no. When I mentioned this to one of my aunts, she tells me that it sounds like Ruth, the one from the Bible. Ah, I read it and also saw a movie about her life. It would be nice if you find out about her too. Ruth from the Bible. When Ruth, the Moabite, found out that her religion she was brought up by was not the true way, she ran. Ruth rose up about her past. When Ruth's new family was killed because of her past, Ruth dedicated her life to her mother-in-law, culture, and religion of her late husband. Ruth became an example of dedication to her loved ones and God. And what is it that I like to do besides going for walks? Well, I want to help my friends with their pets and watering their plants. Remember, I love plants, and it makes me happy to tend to them. I also like cats and dogs as well. I even have a bird. Yes, my friends pay me, but I enjoy helping them too. Do you want to hear something? One night, I was ready to sleep. This was when my young boy, Andrew, still slept at my side while my husband worked the night shift. Well, I had two pillows, one on my head and one for my arm as I slept on my side. You are not going to believe this, but two little girls appeared to me. They were as tall as maybe 4 or 5 inches and stood on the pillow that I had for my arms. We started a conversation and were happy, but then I realized that we were talking in tongues. I felt like I knew who they were. Then, in English, I told them that your white dresses look so beautiful. They were so happy to hear this and began giggling. Then they told me that I was wearing one too. They pointed to my blanket and told me to look. And I looked under my blanket. But my dress looked as if it were made of clouds, like fog. When I looked back at them, they put their hands on their faces and they say, uh-oh. And I realized that my son was waking up. So they turned into clouds or fog. Well, what happened next? My son asked me, "Where is Crystal?" I asked, "Why?" "She's not here," I answered him. He said, "Yes, she is. Because when she was here, she was talking quietly and giggling." With all this, my daughter Crystal came to the bedroom to find out what was going on. That was the only time that I remember talking in tongues. But I do not know what we were talking about. Do I have a best friend? I used to. Her name was Flora Lightfoot. She was the most beautiful person that I have ever met. We were such a good friends. We used to enjoy our company by walking around the block or helping her with her plants. She loved flowers as much as I do. What a smart lady she was, and so lovely with everyone. When we moved to Texas, she made us feel welcome. This helped me since I was missing my family, who was still back in California. She passed away on February 5th, 2017, at 99 years of age. I miss her so much. God bless her. She used to say that I was her Mexican angel and that I had wings, but they were transparent. That's why I could not see them. We were holding hands many times, and she would tell me never to change, be always you. And I used to say, there's not much I could do about it. And we would laugh. I miss her so much. Thank you for everything, Mrs. Lightfoot. Thank you, Grandma. I was sent to protect you. I'm going to tell you about this man that I saw when getting up from the bed. Yes, I had my eyes closed. But when I opened my eyes and closed them again, I could see him again. I noticed the man had a black beard and he had an intense stare. It was scary to see him. He was wearing black clothes as well. Later on that day on TV, the Spanish channel, I was watching the news when I saw a priest and this lady saying that Saint Ignatius helped her to not be scared anymore. For the priest, this was unusual because they had never heard of this before. Women being helped not to be scared by Saint Ignatius, who was a soldier in life. The priest also mentioned that if dying, he will not be a saint you will want to see due to his intense stare. It will be a fright to be sure. So what do you know? They showed me a picture of Saint Ignatius. Yes, it was him, the man that scared me so much. But I decided to pray to him too, since I was still afraid when my husband was working at night. And the time passed. And one day, I lay down on the bed with my husband. He was already asleep when this happened. I was facing the entrance to our bedroom when this fantastic holy light was entering through the door. I thought, God? And the bedroom began to light up more and more. And then I saw this man with a black beard coming into the bedroom. He was all dressed up in a United States soldier uniform and had a gun in his hands. I got so scared and said to myself, I am watching the future as he is looking for me. I am telling you, I was praying like crazy. All these little and short prayers that I could remember as they came to me like never before. Then I noticed that when he started pointing with his gun at every entry of the house, including windows, he was sent for my protection. I started feeling more relaxed, but I was still praying. After that, I started feeling more secure in my house as time passed. I happened to see a movie about St. Ignatius. He was a soldier in his time, and that is why I painted him as a soldier with armor. Thank you, St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius of Latoya was born in Spain in 1491. He was already a man when he became a soldier. In the year 1521, he was struck by a cannonball in the legs. While Ignatius was recuperating after one of his legs were half amputated, he would read books about saints. After this, he understood what he wanted to be. Saint Ignatius will give all his clothes to a poor man. He will pray to the Virgin Mary, Saint Maria de Montserrat. Saint Ignatius made a very strict spiritual journal. Saint Ignatius, birth 1491, death 1556. His day, July 31. Patron, Society of Jesus, Soldier and Education. Title, I Was Sent to Protect You. Acrylic wash, size 16 by 20, canvas, year 2016 to 2017. That's all for now. Like and subscribe if you're interested to hear more, and have a wonderful day.